What's going on, guys? My name's Sydney. Welcome to my channel where I talk about what I want and whenever the hell I want to do it. So last weekend I drove home in this. It's about a 4-hour drive to get from home to school or school to home in dry, good conditions. And I was able to do this drive in the conditions you just saw in, just under 5 hours, which is still really good considering. And how did I do this, you might be asking? Well, you already know because you're here, but the answer is snow tires. Okay, so why would anyone want to listen to me about snow tires? So as you guys may or may not know, I drive a RAV4. This is not the exact RAV4, I just really want to show this one because I think it looks sweet. Anyways, I drive a 2010 RAV4 and it has part-time all-wheel drive. It's not full-time, it does have full-time all-wheel drive where it has a locking center diff that sends 50% of the power to the rear tires if I so choose to push the button, as long as I drive under 40 kilometers an hour. So it's really good for getting off lines, or if you get stuck when you need it, it's there. But other than that, it's essentially like only when you need it. I figured, well, I've gotten away with driving on all-season tires for the past 2 winters, and I have this all-wheel drive system. When I was driving those last 2 winters, I did have a few close encounters where I was driving home from school or from somewhere else, and what ended up happening was I was doing 70 kilometers an hour on a snow-covered road. Car's going perfectly straight like this. All of a sudden, without warning, the car starts going sideways. Like, I'm not joking, 70 kilometers an hour, I'm in the middle of the road because there's no traffic, because no one's driving through this weather, I suppose. And the car literally just starts turning like this. It's sliding, but it's still going forwards. But it's turning. So, before I could correctively steer and hit the brakes and feather the gas and do all those things to attempt to fix it myself, the all-wheel drive kicks in and there's warning lights all over the dash, beep, 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 and the ABS is going crazy, and the car just fixed itself. Like, within a second of the slide, as I was about to react, it just fixed itself. And it's actually happened many a times when I'm driving in the snow and just going around a corner and you maybe handle that corner a little too quickly and the whole car starts to slide. It just fixes itself so you don't hit traffic. It's amazing. And I figured, I got this. What more do I need? I got snow tires and I drove home in this snowstorm and it was incredible. The difference is night and day, and I'm going to quickly tell you about this experience and why I believe everyone should be driving snow tires. So first off, I was able to drive comfortably at 90 to 100 kilometers an hour on these 2-lane back roads that are not illuminated, and some of them aren't even maintained, believe it or not. And when I'm driving when I was driving previously last winter with my all-season tires, I was doing about 70 to 80 kilometers an hour, and that was not comfortable. I had 2 hands on the wheel all times, 10 and 2, just looking around, trying to figure out where the car would, if it was going to go in a weird direction or spin, where it would do it and what it would do. And I'd try to be ready for it, and it was very stressful, especially for like a long drive, whereas this drive was one-handed, just boom, cruising, a little bit of radio, no problem, singing along the country, you know how it is. So I know there's a few of you guys watching right now that are thinking, well, I know my car pretty well, or I survived on all seasons last year, and I understand that that's where I was as well. So here are some facts that I'm hoping will help convince you as to why you need snow tires if my stories that I just recently told have not convinced you yet. So snow tires work better in slush, not just snow. So slush, if you think about it, you might be like, oh, well, it's basically water. It is basically water, you're right. But there's also ice in it, right? And if you've ever gotten a slush puppy from a 7-Eleven, it's basically that consistency that you're driving through. And winter tires are designed to handle that type of, we'll call it terrain, even though it's just weather on top of terrain. Snow tires are not mud tires. A lot of people think I have mud tires on my truck and I'll be fine. And I get it. I've driven like 4 trucks total, 3 of them are Rams, and I had this big quad cab Adventure Edition 4x4 off-road, just a big truck, and I was like, I got all-wheel drive and some mud tires and that's all I need. Well, mud and snow are not the same consistency. If you think about it, the mud kind of dissipates. So when your tire goes into the mud and the water, which is essentially water, moves to the side and you sink into a little bit more solid surface. Where with snow, all that snow that's there, you're compressing it. And when you compress snow, it becomes ice. So you're basically driving on ice. And snow tires have something that mud tires don't have called sipes. Sipes are little grooves inside the tire lugs that just give you much better grip. Like if you've ever felt the side of a tire and then felt like if you were to like feel the side of a snow tire, it catches your hand a lot more, whereas a mud tire, or I guess even an AT tire, is a lot more smooth, right? What's catching your hand a lot more is those sipes. Now granted, those sipes are really only good in snow and ice. They do help in mud, but they definitely do not benefit you at all in the rain or in normal dry conditions. It's better to have an all-season tire or a summer tire. But a mud tire and a snow tire are two completely different things, and you're going to be a lot safer on the road with a tire that's made to handle snow. So this is a fact that's actually false, because a lot of people think that the snow tires are made of a different compound that is better for your car in winter, and that's not exactly true. It's actually a softer compound. It wears faster. It doesn't give you as much performance. So in like a cool, even if it's -20, but the roads are completely dry and there's no ice on them, it's actually beneficial to have an all-season tire, because you'll have better grip and better traction on the road, just like you would in a normal warm summer day. But you got to think about, like, if you're driving from A to B and it's a 15-minute drive, you could encounter a patch of ice, you know what I mean, in the winter. Especially at -20, it's entirely possible, right? Or the weather can change dramatically in the winter. Be snowing one place, not snowing in another place. So having those snow tires on your car, yeah, you're going to lose performance, not going to be as good, whatever, but it's going to save you when you need them. So it's best to always keep them on your car, to be prepared and to have them. And saying that, well, I just drive more carefully, in my head that's illogical. It doesn't really justify not going out to do it. I know it's money, and it's $600, $800, $1,000. It could be even more if you're driving a truck with really big tires, but it's worth it because it's your life, and it's the life of others on the road actually as well, if you think about it, and it's the life of the people that are in your car. So if you're driving family members, friends, whatever, you're responsible for them as well. And I'll be completely honest, no, I won't be honest, that's dumb. Okay guys, so this was just a quick little rant about snow tires. It was to share my experience, because I honestly, even though I had snow tires so far this season, I still wasn't really convinced up until that drive. And that drive was crazy. It was like 100, I was doing, on the 4-lane series highway, I was able to do 110 in the fast lane, completely snow covered, not even like little grooves where cars have driven, right? I was in the fast lane, 100% snow covered, and I had no issues. I was not afraid of the car steering to the left or the right. You know, like I had no problems at all in the snow, and I've never had that before. It was actually at the point where I was almost like gunning it off the line at traffic lights, not, you know, speeding or anything, but just getting up to speed as quick as I could, just to see how much better my car with snow tires on was compared to like the Chevy or whatever that was next to me. It was fun and something to do on board, I guess. But regardless, guys, please consider getting snow tires. That's just my experience. I hope this video helps you out. Just a quick little fun video, because I'm bored and I like making videos and I'm trying to get better at them and share stories. So, you know, think of subscribing if you liked it. Hell, hit a thumbs up, hit a thumbs down, man. That's all good. You know, it happens. Not everyone likes me and what I do, so that's cool. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Like, if you've ever gotten a slush puppy from a 7-Eleven, it's basically that consistency.